Hello there everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you timing. It's a really basic concept. Should be one of the few things you should watch before starting any movements. We're going to go over same time, split time, and butterfly. And when learning these, keep in mind that the better you are at holding a beat, the better your spinning is going to be. If you can't hold a beat, it's going to be terrible for you and you won't be able to perform anything the way you should be. So for same time, you're spinning your poi the same direction and you're crossing a point with both arms at the same time. And of course your poi. So for me, I'm going to use that light switch over there. I'm going to take my poi and I'm going to cross that point at the same time. It doesn't really matter how fast I'm going or how slow I'm going, just that I cross that. Make sure you can do that. Keep in mind my wrists. Okay, if you find it hard to hold it, you might be turning your wrists or pointing it weird. When you're doing this, have your hands out like this and spin it like that. And that's going to make it so the string spins over here. Your body's just going to make it spin over there by default, as opposed to having it right here where it wants to hit your hand and spin this way. So make sure that your wrists are pointing out like that, and that your string is pointing out on that side, and that's going to help keep this straight. And once you can do it forwards, you're going to want to do it backwards. It doesn't matter which one you do first, just that you take the time to do both. That way you know how to do it in both directions. And once you're good at it, once you feel like you're comfortable with it, you can move on to butterflies. So, butterfly timing, not the actual move, just butterfly timing, is when you cross 2 points at the exact same time. And usually when you're doing this, you pick a point that is either at, chest level with you, or something that is below you. It's kind of hard to pick something above you as a point, because you're going to need something to look at that you can cross. And the two main ways you're going to want to be doing this is on this plane that's like this, right? You want it to be crossing here and here, or here and here. With butterflies, you're doing it here and here, and then as you do split time butterflies, they're like here and here. So, for the sake of teaching this, I'm going to do it with the top and bottom points, because usually that's easier for people. And I'm going to take my right poi, so I'm going to spin it forwards. Keep in mind the wrist still. I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to spin it backwards. Now your left hand is usually the weakest, so start with your left hand first. And the point you're going to want to pick before you start with your right arm is going to be crossing your legs, right as it passes my leg. I want that to be my point. So when I'm doing this, I'm going to make sure that my poi are crossing that point, my leg, as I'm spinning. So you get your left going, and when you're ready, pick up your right. It's okay if they're like this and you just feeling awkward and it doesn't feel right. It's okay, you'll get over it. It will pass. You're going to want to make sure that your right poi and your left poi are crossing that point at the exact same time. And a good thing that's going to help with this is going to be music. If you have music, you can use that to keep your poi spinning at the same beat. So usually something slower is better for people. You don't want to be doing this too fast and hurt yourself. Just practice it and make sure that you can do this. And then once you can do it that way, do it the other way. And once you're good with both of those, you can then start working on your split time. Now, split time is going to be one of the funnest feelings you can have when you're doing poi, because you get this sort of rhythm, natural rhythm going, and it just follows itself. So with split time, you're going to want to cross a fixed point, and you're going to want to cross that fixed point one at a time. What I mean by that, you're going to want to cross it 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when you're doing split time, if you look in a mirror or anything like that, it should look like they're 180 degrees away from each other when you're spinning. That means your timing is correct. It should look like a big string when you're doing it. And this is going to be very important. If you have this off, it's not going to feel correct, and it's actually going to make it harder for you to learn things if you can't keep these off times like this. So keep in mind that with same time, you're going this way, you're going the same time, same direction. Butterfly, which I guess I probably should have done this earlier, but butterfly will cross at the bottom here and at the top. Wish there was a better way for me to do that. I guess I'll just roll this up in my hand here. With butterflies, you'll cross here and here and here and here and here. With split time, you're going to stay like this. So once you can cross that point, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, work on speeding it up, slowing it down, and of course going back to the reverse direction as well. And once you can do all of these, you'll know your timing, and you'll know what people are talking about when they talk about timing. Typically I hear it called butterfly, split time, and same time. And sometimes it's different depending on who teaches it, but that's the general consensus for most of it. I hope you enjoy it, and this is going to help you learn a lot of stuff later on. Get ready for the fun stuff, because it will be coming.